Hey, this is Isaac,
Hi, this is Emily.
and today we're going to be talking about the best female artists, some of the best female albums, and female music in general. Uh, First, we're going to be talking about the bad before talking about the good. So, what's the worst female singer or singers, and what's the worst female song or songs, Emily?
Friday by Rebecca Black, which happens to be the worst female singer of all time, and Beach House by Carly Rae Jepsen for the cringiest of lyrics.
And would you also say that swears are kind of overused for female music nowadays?
Yes. What are kids even supposed to listen to nowadays? Besides clean versions of songs. Doesn't really count that much. And it's really generic that most of the female songs are about love, the butt, sex, drugs, the money, and fame.
Yeah, I'd say that this current era could be described as one of the worst eras for female music, but it could also be described as good at the same time. Some examples of good from this era are BB Rexa and Ariana Grande.
And in my opinion, my favorite singers from this modern era are Ariana Grande, Melanie Martinez, Sabrina Carpenter, Jade Thirlwall for the solo singers, and for the girl groups, be Little Mix, Blackpink, Baby Monster, and Cat's Eye.
I'd say that this modern era is not just the only era that um, female music has been bad. I'd say, for example, the 70s is there really many songs or artists that you remember from the 70s?
Not really. Don't really remember that much from the 70s for female singers.
Now, some of the so now I'd also say that there's been mostly pop music for women, I'd say, which is not the worst thing since the pop is good, but it would be cool to see other genres more, like rock and roll or other genres. And some examples of some of the only rock and roll singers or like that is Stevie Nicks, Baby Metal, and The Warning. And I'd say that Baby Metal and The Warning are kind of obscure, so it's not really that much.
The only other instances of female singers doing rock and roll music nowadays that I would suggest to you are Salemi Lee's, Olivia Rodrigo, and B.O. Doobie.
Alright. And what would you improve in your opinion, Emily, for female singers and all that nowadays?
For female singers in general, they can always improve on their vocals for being up to the same standard as people like Ariana Grande and Michael Jackson. So that would mean they would have to work on their vocal techniques and pitch accuracy. Also, it's sad to see that seeing less and less of the female singers working on their dancing skills nowadays, since it is another intricate part of way that female singers can connect to their audience through expressing themselves.
Also, now, And besides what we already said earlier for the swears being overused, now I'm gonna talk about some of the best albums, or some albums I recommend. So Ariana Grande's Sweetener, Bebe Rexha Expectations, Miranda Lambert Revolution, Enya Shepherd Moons, Bonnie Ray Nick of Time, Little Mix Glory Days, Sisters with Voices, It's About Time. This is representing the Cyndi Lauper She's So Unusual album. Butterfly by Mariah Carey. The Velvet Rope by Janet Jackson. Dua Lipa Future Nostalgia. And Mabel, High Expectations.
In my opinion, my favorite female albums by solo singers and girl groups: Sweetener by Ariana Grande, About Last Night by Mabel, Amala by Doja Cat, Portals by Melanie Martinez, and Sponsored Content and High Concept by Salem Elise, Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter, Pink Friday by Nicki Minaj, All Your Fault Part 1, Part 2 by Bebe Rexha, CXOXO by Camila Cabello, and That's Showbiz Baby by Jade Thirlwall. Oh, also for the girl groups, there's Drip by Baby Monster, We Go Up by Baby Monster, Beautiful Chaos by Cat's Eye, and My Eyes Wide Open by Meowth.
Speaking of cat sounding things, the Garfield Am I Cool or What album has some pretty good female singers on it too. Like the Pointer Sisters and Desiree Goyette. Which I recommend, especially for like if you're looking for a younger kids album. I recommend looking for Garfield Am I Cool or What? Because it's an underrated album in general. And I'd say every song is pretty catchy.
It's groovy and fun.
Yeah. And now, some of my favorite girl songs or female singers' songs are Girls Just Wanna Have Fun, Right Here, May It Be by Enya, White Liar by Miranda Lambert, Meant to Be by Bebe Rexha, Janet Jackson has some good songs.
Like Together Again.
Yep. There's also Waterfall by TLC. And Butterfly by Mariah Carey. Did I mention Problem? And Problem by Ariana Grande.
My favorite songs by female singers, the top two, are Unite and Go by Ariana Grande and Very So Rare by Melanie Martinez.
Do you have reason why you picked those songs?
For Goodnight and Go, it's pretty relaxing and has good vocals by Ariana Grande. And then for Very So Rare by Melanie Martinez, it's fun, pretty, and cute. Especially for the dancing and music video.
And my top two favorite female songs are May It Be by Enya and Girls Just Wanna Have Fun. I picked these two because for Girls Just Wanna Have Fun, I'd say it's the most classic girls song of all time, in my opinion. And for Enya's May It Be. I'd say it's the most epic girls song. So those are my reasons, and I can't decide out of the two which I like more.
Same with me. I can't decide out of the two songs that I picked which one's better.
And is the K-pop better than the pop music in your opinion nowadays?
Pop is good. It's just that sometimes good depressing, while the K-pop music is more creative and interesting for the fashion styling and the lyrics. So I could say that personally, I've been listening to the K-pop more than the pop recently. Finally, the K-pop is starting to get the recognition it deserves, like it did in 2017. Now, since the K-pop female singer and K-pop in general starting to become more popular in the United States and got awards.
I'd also say some of the best decades for female music in general were the 90s. You had a good amount of stuff there, and
For me, the best years for female singers, the 90s anyways, 2000s, 2024, and now.
yeah, I'd probably agree. So that's our discussion about female singers and stuff like that. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and hope you have a good day, and I hope you have a blessed day. Signing out.